Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Galaxy, Part 6. I almost said Part 7. This is not Part 7 yet. Happy April Fool's Day, whenever this does come out for you, April Fools, fellas. There's no April Fool's joke to go along with this. This is just your standard episode. Oh, well, okay, hey, so looks like we're actually doing two things in Space Junk, so we're staying in Space Junk, it turns out. Fellas, in the last episode, we started our true first episode over in the Fountain Dome and did pretty much the 3 stars in Space Junk as well as our first Prankster Comet. And we're about to do our second Prankster Comet right here. So we have to do the Polestar Path, which I believe was the first star of this area. We have to do a speed run of that. I don't remember the time frame that we got to beat. 4 minutes, okay, same as the Dino Piranha speedrun. Fellas, hope y'all are doing well. This is in a similar vein to all my recordings, being recorded directly. Well, I don't actually. This is a little less directly after the last episode. I want to say it's like maybe 30 minutes or so after the last episode, because I actually, me and my partner do this lovely little thing called Dog Time, and Dog Time is a swell little thing where she just kind of shows off the dogs, and you know, it's all fine and dandy, and you know, there's one dog from their family dog bunch that we have named Chili. She is adorable. She's a very goofy dog. I love her to death, but typically a lot of Dog Time is showing off her and how she's doing it. Oh, she's just so sweet, fellas. I don't know. Listen. If I wasn't so keen on this channel having a very strict focus, then I would totally upload silly little Chili videos to this channel that are maybe a little more high effort than some of the videos I upload here, which is very funny when you put that into perspective. I messed that up. Good job, me. That's the exact type of mistakes I shouldn't be making. That's how I should have. That's how I did it last episode, and I just chose to try and do it differently this episode for God knows what reason. But yeah, fellas, I don't really have a ton of updates for you. I will tell you, I think I'm thinking about going on a sick walk, a sick little walk after I get done recording this episode, because honestly, man, another walk just sounds very splendiferous right about now. It sounds very splendid. I'm just, you know, I don't know what it's been, man, but ever since I started doing the stuff for the Mario Galaxy series, so like the last 3 days or so. I mean, of course, yesterday I didn't do any recording for this series, but, you know, that day, the day before where I did the first 4 parts for this series, as well as, you know, today where I'm doing parts 5 and 6, man, it's... there is just something very calming about doing this game. You know what I mean? And I think it's because, again, ultimately this game is very much like a you're meant to take in the atmosphere sort of game. It's got its difficult moments, but nothing, like, truly difficult, right? I mean, like, you could sit here and say that, like, if you're a kid, right, maybe you're growing up, this exact star here could be pretty difficult. You know, some kids, they might not be as opposed to wanting to speedrun everything, you know, especially with the magical kid brain. You know, you're going to want to take in the scenery and whatnot. I don't know why, but I really thought I was going to just kind of die there. Not sure why I thought that was going to happen. I think I was pretty confident initially that we were going to be very cleanly landing on the platform, but that is our first star for the episode. The Prankster Comet for Polestar Path, which I think is also the only... No, actually, I don't think this is the only Prankster Comet we're going to have to do for Space Junk. But we are going to be going back to Space Junk here. Because I do believe, if you guys remember, it was in the third... What was it? It was in the third Hungry... Or not the... Hold on. It was in the third, it was the Terrantox fight. Dude, that took ages. Oh my god. Yeah, during the Terrantox star, we saw a Hungry Luma that we can go towards. And if I remember correctly, this is probably the... I think this is the star I'm thinking of. If it is, it's got a quirky little feature. Yeah, the thing typically with these Hungry Luma stars is that you don't... Unlike, you know, the main stars where you kind of get an idea or an overview of what the star is going to entail, really all you have to go off of is like, hey, the secret star is usually located here, which I don't think all secret stars are Hungry Luma stars, but I think most of them are. I think most of them are Hungry Luma stars. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember if they changed that being how the format is done for Galaxy 2. I mean, of course, eventually we will see, right? I do really think, honestly, the idea of maybe committing to having, what was it? You know, having maybe Galaxy 2 be the 10th Let's Play, so 4 Let's Plays from now, I think that could be super sick. So how much do you... are you like 100? I don't know, man. That would feel weird. I have 39 right now. 50. Oh, you literally just need... Okay, 11 more. Yeah, I was like, I don't know where I'm gonna be able to cough up 100, but... Sure, man. Sure. Okay, cool. Where are you? Okay, cool. Awesome. 46. There we go. We got all we need. That's about all we need. I don't know if they're gonna let me just simply backflip out of this. Can I? Backflip spin? Hey, it works. Yeah, fellas, I also don't know if I talked to you guys about this. Well, no, I know that I vaguely touched on this in a previous episode, but I talked a little bit about the Mario 64 ROM hack that is Mario 64 Rogue Chaos, which is essentially like if you took Mario 64 Chaos Edition, if you don't know what Chaos Edition is, refer to a previous episode. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been like 3 or something. Yoshi! So that was the special guest, right? But I actually showed a friend the Rogue Chaos mod, and okay, for some reason I thought I was gonna bounce off of it like you would on a Toad. Okay, I think they give you like a high score for this sort of thing. Huh! I think we're just gonna wait. Maybe 7. Ooh, 7 feels pretty good though. Hold on. But I introduced a friend to the Rogue Chaos mod, and I'm going to be honest, with the type of person they are, they like Mario 64. We even did a little, like, back when they were a little more experienced in the game, we speed ran the game together. We did 16 star was kind of our go. You know, that was, like, the main sort of shtick of what we did, right? And, so I thought because of Chaos Edition being the way it is, and, you know, even though, again, it's Rogue Chaos, so you have, to some extent, control, even though, again, ultimately the synergies could still screw you up to no tomorrow, right? They could still screw you up to no tomorrow. You at least have a little control. There's our 2nd star for the episode, by the way. Yeah, even though you have somewhat control, it's still a pretty wacky experience. So I thought what was going to happen was they were, you know, I was in VC with them at the time, and they were going to be playing it, and I was like, okay, they're going to play it once and then never going to want to play it again. So I see this message in the, you know, the group, you know, friends server that I'm in with them, and man, dude, they're hooked on it. They've been playing it on their Steam Deck, which has actually been very interesting. I think I've talked about this before, but a Steam Deck is definitely something I'd be interested in getting at some point, because the concept of playing stuff like, you know, all the indie games that I love, but also stuff like Galaxy on the go, that could be pretty sick. Real quick, what are you? Oh, dude, it's one of my favorite, like, 1-star galaxies in the game, Hurry Scurry. Yeah, I figured, listen, if we've got one of the classic 1-star galaxies available to us, you know, it might as well be good to go ahead and do that. I don't know if every, dome has the same format of there's 2 full-sized galaxies and then there's 2 1-star galaxies. I don't know if that's how they work, but if that is how they work, man, I don't know how I ever, you know, made that connection as a kid. Well, I mean, as a kid, that's probably the last thing I was really focused on. But, you know, this is a very short level, all things considered. Pretty much, it just entails you traversing along these little blocks. I think this is the first time we've encountered anything like this, but these are essentially little blocks that are going to disintegrate after a little bit of time. And here, we have to get every little music note. Now, of course, this can be kind of a quirky thing if you choose your routing wrong. Like there, I mean, I kind of technically almost goofed it up. And here, I gotta make a weird maneuver because I did a weird route. But despite me saying all of it like this and making it seem like it's this big, complicated thing, it's really not, right? At the end of the day, it's really not. And now we can just kind of... I had to do the cool, like, homing ground pound. The fact that they added, like, a homing ground pound to the game, I thought was really, really cool, right? I thought it was really, really cool. Oh, man. Could you guys imagine if maybe we somehow got... I mean, that was our 3rd star this episode, right? 3rd star? Yeah, 3rd star. Dude. I mean, I'm just saying we might be able to do 5. This Let's Play honestly might end up being so much shorter than I was expecting. And that's okay if it is, but... Man, here I am thinking that Galaxy 1 was going to be this, like, short thing. No, not really. Not really. All I know is that, again, I think... And I talked about this in the last episode. Pretty positive Galaxy 2 is going to be a pretty similar ordeal where, you know, Galaxy 2 is just, well, not a similar ordeal. Galaxy 2 is going to be a longer series than Jamboree. 99% positive about that. 99% positive about that. No guarantees, of course, but it is very much a possibility. So this is Battle Rock Galaxy. This, man, I feel like every galaxy has somewhat of an association. I feel like the cool thing about every galaxy in this game, and I feel like this can't exactly be said about Galaxy 2, and that's not a diss towards Galaxy 2, but I think Galaxy 2 made more streamlined experiences, but I think because of so much of the vibe of Galaxy 1's whole shtick being, you know, it's very... I am getting goofed up with the gravity. Because of so much of Galaxy 1's shtick being that it is very atmospheric, very open. Let me just do this real quick. Oh, I want to do it again. Let me do it. Sick. I love getting the big, like, sideways bounce. But, okay, because of Galaxy 1's shtick being that it is so atmospheric, I feel like so many people have so much of a story behind what each galaxy in this game makes them feel. Battle Rock Galaxy was the very cool, like, militant-feeling galaxy, and truth be told, I do think there is some galaxies later in the game that also follow the same sort of vibe, but I think the true, like, militant-feeling, you know, galaxy in this game is 100% Battle Rock. It's a good galaxy. I don't think... For me, I think maybe there's some later galaxies that are like that maybe I associate a bit harder. Probably not. Probably not. I all around, though, just know that, like, again, one of the coolest things about the Galaxy series to me is that there is always a certain vibe that everyone really associates with certain galaxies, and I think it's really cool. And I think, honestly, that kind of concept and going into what each galaxy in this game makes me feel for a... you know, again, I have talked about for ages on this channel, wanting to do, like, maybe some retrospectives at some point or, you know, video essays of sorts, and I really do think Galaxy would be one of the most meaningful and deep overall video essays. You know, it would be probably bunched into different parts of, like, how I feel about the atmosphere and everything, and kind of the general vibe it all gives, and then kind of just talking about the individual levels. I really feel like if I go into retrospectives like that, man, the galaxies are going, or not the galaxies, but the, man, the videos are going to be real long, and I know that they're going to be, I mean, probably pretty tough projects to commit to. I kind of want these, star bits, guys. Hey, can you, I don't understand how that happened, for the record. Can we do this? Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Hey, let's do... Go! We're going over here. Sick. You'll have to see it. I just really want to get those star bits, man. I am so weird about just wanting to get, like, every star bit in a level. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I think at some points during this Let's Play, of course, I haven't vocalized it out, which is kind of surprising because I just yap, so I would not be surprised if, you know, I find it awfully surprising if I don't vocalize about every little thing that I'm thinking about, right? But like, you know, there are points during this where I'm like, man, maybe I should just like really get it out to 100, like it's a 100 coin thing. No, realistically, you don't need to be doing that much in Galaxy, but you might see me doing that kind of mindset during this Let's Play. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Hey, fellas, only 100 more stars to go. Man, we're almost at 1,000 starbits. Well, I say almost. We're pretty out there, all things considered. You know what? We could do another one. You know what I think I really will like about this Let's Play, man, is if we're gonna push the amount of stars we're doing, man, you know, obviously I think what's gonna be cool is that we might be making slightly longer episodes, right? I think that's gonna be one of the also super neat things about this Let's Play, is that maybe it's not going to be nearly as long as I was thinking it was going to be. That being said, I feel like the individual episodes, you know, are going to be a little lengthier and maybe a little more meaningful. Now, as to what I consider the definition of meaningful to be in this context, shoot, I couldn't tell you. I am going to be petty here. I want all of these star bits, dude. It's just there's something so, like, itching to my brain. Bro, the gravity. Okay. Dude, I thought I was going to blow myself up there. That was one of the quirks of the gravity being the way gravity is. Oh, and I have to get the bomb. Bro. Okay. You know what? This is definitely going to be an over 20-minute episode. Just trust. Just trust. Everything will be fine, and I would not worry about it. Ooh, sick. Quite the April Fool's episode, right, fellas? I say that like there's something special going on in this episode that warrants it to feel like April Fool's. No, but I do think there is actually... Is there a Hungry Luma? Yeah, so there's a secret star on this level as well. That is going to be something that we have to take into account. Do I remember what we have to do? Yes. We have to pick up one of the bombs here. And then we have to... Wait! Huh. Okay. I'm not sure if this is something you need to do. You might only need to do this if you're wanting to do the Hungry Luma. But there's like a rainbow star here, which I don't think this is required. But I just want to do this for my own sake because I was in the blast radius of that. We've got a rainbow Mario star. I wanted to do this because, man, I want to get the star bits. I don't know. I assume it's going to be kind of like the Honey Hive boulders where only the first 3 are going to give you star bits. Maybe. Hold on, first 4? First 4? First 5? Oh, they might just, like, let it be infinite just in case, you know, you really... I mean, like, honestly, I could see them making that infinite if, like, you know, again, at the end of the day, if you're Invincible Mario, you're not going to have that much time to do much anyways. So, like, they might as well just let you throw stuff at the wall and just really go for it. Hey, what do you have to say? Shortcut? Okay, cool. I don't know why. I thought I was missing something there for a second. I like that they just let you shoot up to coins there. For what reason? I don't really know. Okay. So I've always remembered being a little weird at this section. Is there anything under here? A 1-up. I'll take a 1-up. Hey, it's still technically, dude, this is like, I feel like this Let's Play is going to expose how bad I am at, like, not actually turning off my Switch console. It's a miracle it's made it as long as it has since its launch year. You know what, though? I kind of want to get that 1-up. I'm just feeling, like, very over-completionist right now, dude. Give me the 1-up. I want to see if we can rack in a bunch of... Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, I know what you have to do. Hold on. Oh, why am I so determined to do this? Alright, bro. So I'll give it one more go. Wow, I'm just going up into space. Alright, you know what? We won't worry about it. We won't worry about it. It's not mandatory, right? It's not mandatory. What I will tell you guys... let me up! I got double whammied! I almost got triple whammied. Oh, I got triple whammied. And I'm all the way back at the start, if you can believe it. Maybe I'm just not doing so good. Okay, hold on. Wasn't there like a... I probably shouldn't just... You know, we don't need it. Wait, did we get it? Hold on, I just realized we... I think I have the memory of a goldfish is what I have. Okay. Yeah. I do think some of the later... You know what I'm thinking, man? I think when I had originally said at the beginning of this Let's Play that, you know, we were only probably going to get to do 3 stars, I think we were only going to get to do 3 or 2 stars because I think the later game levels get a lot longer and, like, the stars for it. But, like, the early game stuff like this does not take that long. And it's a lot less complicated. You need to be way less precise. So it probably is not going to be nearly as daunting. So the early game, we're probably going to be flying by. And not that I don't think we're going to be flying by in the later game, but I do think it's going to take us a bit more of a minute, maybe. But I mean, like, this is a pretty good example of one of the longer stars for sure. Hey, I would like you, boy. So we, hey, funny news. We have little Mario 64-esque cannons here. They work, obviously. They're a little quirkier. So we have to just aim to get that Luma. First try, idiot. Stole a line out of Simple Flip's book there. I was kind of hoping I could just spin out of that. I probably could have if I was good enough at the video game. But alas, not everyone can be as good at the video game. Okay, cool. And then now I guess we're just going to shoot into the star. I don't know why that took me so long to figure out. That is also a raw shot, by the way. That's another thing I really have to give Galaxy, by the way, is that when you go through these, and this applies to Galaxy too as well, because I know even in the first Galaxy there's an example of this. There are a lot of just like these really raw shots of when Mario comes out of an area in the, what is it? Hey, I'm going to be a completionist again. I kind of want that one up. Oh, okay. Well, we got it. But there are a lot of these moments where Mario will come out of an area in a launch star, and it'll just, boom, blow up like it's like a Michael Bay movie, dude. It'll blow up like it's a Michael Bay movie, and I don't know. I think that's really cool because you don't really get... Again, I think Galaxy has to be one of the most straightforward examples of, like, you can't really get that out of another Mario-styled game. I really feel like, man, the closest that anything's ever felt vibe-wise to Galaxy, I don't think anything's going to top the atmosphere, but in terms of just the general gameplay, maybe Odyssey? I mean, Odyssey's weirder because it has way more movement options than Galaxy. Galaxy, again, I've talked about this, is kind of what started the movement for, like, 4 games straight in the 3D Mario series of, like, the movement's pretty basic, right? Which I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but that did eventually happen with enough time, and, I don't know. Odyssey kind of started a bit of a different trend with that. I digress. Hey, nonetheless, fellas, bars, that's going to do it for part 6 of Super Mario Galaxy. A lot more progress this time. I think we got 5 stars this time, fellas. Something tells me this is going to be like a 30-parter series, not a 40-parter. This is, you know, we're picking up speed a little bit. I'm sure, obviously, we'll get a little slowed down later in the Let's Play as harder galaxies come up, harder stars come up, whatever. But for now, we're kind of breezing through. I'm not even going to lie to you. And this is just, again, such a fun Let's Play to be doing. This is definitely feels like one of those Let's Play to gush over for far too long into the Let's Play. I'll be on like episode 25 of this Let's Play, and we're still going to be gushing over it at the end of each episode like this. And you know what? Honestly, there's some charm to that. I can't lie to you. Anyways, fellas, I'm going to go ahead and hop up on out of here. That's my recording for the day. Anyways, fellas, if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I don't know, it's your life. Do what you want. I don't really care. And I will see you, fellas, in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.